What is your happiness, and are you living for it? There is a question that very few people dare to ask themselves. What am I living for? We work, we try, we endure, but we rarely ask, what will the final destination of all this be? Happiness is a concept everyone talks about. Yet the older we get, the less seriously we dare to answer this question. Not because we want to be happy, but because if we answer honestly, many things in our current life would begin to fall out of rhythm. So have you ever asked yourself, what is your happiness? And are you truly ready to live for it? In reality, most of us do not truly choose the life we are living. We slide into it. We go to school because it's the right age. We work because we need money. We try because we fear falling behind. We endure because we think everyone else is enduring too. In this state, people are very busy, but rarely at peace. Happiness at that time is often defined by external things. An income level, a position, an image that looks fine from the outside. And because we don't have a clear definition of our own, we easily borrow other people's happiness as a standard. We see others happy for something and think we should be happy for it too. We see others striving for something and rush after it, just because we fear being left behind if we stop. Many people live for a long time in a state of barely okay. The only problem is, they don't really know what they are living for. And when we don't know what our happiness is, it becomes easy to confuse being busy with actually living. Then, at some point, within that familiar rhythm of life, a question begins to appear. The question, what is your happiness? Rarely comes when everything is smooth. It usually appears during imperfect moments. When you have tried long enough and still feel empty. When you reach what you once thought was the goal, but the joy is very brief. Or when you realize you are living for too many things, except yourself. At this stage, people begin to feel confused. Because that question does not comfort. It does not offer solutions. It only exposes an uncomfortable truth. You may have gone very far, but are no longer sure where you are heading. The natural reaction is avoidance. We answer just to get by. We borrow answers that sound right. Family, stability, success, contribution. Not because those things are wrong, but because we are not sure whether they truly belong to us. What matters is that once this question appears seriously, we can no longer return to living unconsciously as before. Even if we try, there will always be a quiet pause inside, hard to name. And not everyone dares to stay with this question, because answering it means facing our own choices directly. Right here, many people begin to think of something that seems obvious. Then I should live for my happiness. But that sentence is easily misunderstood. Some think it means being selfish. Some think it means abandoning responsibility. Others think it means chasing fleeting emotions. In reality, when someone begins to live for what they call happiness, the first thing they face is not relief, but the cost of that choice. There is no definition of happiness that is free. Choosing stability means giving up ambition. Choosing contribution means giving up ease. Choosing freedom means giving up a sense of safety. Choosing others means accepting long periods of exhaustion. The biggest difference at this stage is not what is chosen, but the awareness behind the choice. People no longer blame. They know clearly what they are choosing, and they accept its consequences. Maturity is not choosing the most comfortable path. It is choosing the path where, while walking it, you no longer resent yourself. And after going far enough through those choices, people begin to change how they see happiness. They no longer worry about finding the right definition. They only need a fitting one. Happiness is no longer excitement or peak moments. It is quieter and deeper. It is waking up each morning, knowing why you continue to try. It is feeling tired, but not feeling like you are living in the wrong direction. It is not betraying the values you have chosen. When returning to the original sentence, what is your happiness? Live for it. It is no longer advice. It becomes a reminder to live with greater awareness each day. Not everyone finds their happiness, and perhaps not everyone needs a complete answer, but at least everyone can ask, are the things I am doing today truly for what I call happiness? If the answer is yes, even when tired, life is still worth continuing. If not, perhaps it is time to pause for a moment. Not to give up, but to live more clearly with yourself. Perhaps throughout our lives, we will never find a complete definition of happiness. But what matters more is not answering that question beautifully, but daring to slow down long enough to stop living unconsciously. Because a busy life is not necessarily a meaningful life. And happiness sometimes is not joy or abundance, but the moment we realize we are living true to what we have chosen.